Hi gang, Mike here. I don't know about you, but I'm sick of people saying to me, no, there's no more good guitar bands, what happened to all the rock music, it's all hip hop and R&B now, and blah blah blah. No, there's loads of great bands out there, people, you just need to find them, and that's what I'm here to help you do. So I'm going to talk to you today about a wicked guitar band, if you want to call them that, or Psych Rock, or Psych Pop, whatever you want to call them, the Black Angels, and I'm going to give you 3 great reasons why you should start listening to them right now. This way, let's go. Hey man, Psyche Rock. It's all about drones, 60s psychedelia, feeling high in the sky. Far out. Actually, no. One of the things that really mark out the Black Angels for me is their ability to express a sort of restrained anger. And there is real anger in their music. What are they angry about? Lots of things, quite a lot. They're angry about war, specifically the Vietnam War, specifically snipers in the Vietnam War. Why are they angry about snipers? I don't know. It's psychedelic, man. And one of the first things we have to talk about, we're going to talk about Psych Rock band, are of course drugs. Psych Rock comes from the 60s idea of psychedelic rock music, has been really continuing through the years in various fashions and forms, but recently, by recently I mean the last 15 years, there's been a real groundswell of people reinventing the genre. I think the Black Angels do a great job of reinventing it. I should point out something here. I've got 2 kids and I'm an English bloke of a certain age. I don't do drugs at all. I did in my dim and dusty, murky past, but these days I don't, and that doesn't stop me loving drug music. And there is an element of that in the Black Angels. For me saying, while they're angry, they are also really into drones. They're really into building multiple layers of sound that immerse you and drag you in. But the Black Angels also have a real focus on what they're doing. But the real thing, for me, that makes the Black Angels stand head and shoulders above most of the current Psych Rock is their ability to write a killer song. Man, they are home to Mr. Pop Hook when he turns up and knocks at the door, I'm telling you now. Formed in 2004 in Austin, Texas, the good old US of A, the band have had a few different lineup changes in their time, but the core members appear to be guitarist Christian Bland, vocalist and instrumentalist Alex Maas, however you say it, and drummer Stephanie Bailey. Their first album came out in 2006. I know you're saying 2004, it's now, 2019, and so far they've released 4 full-length albums and a couple of EPs. That's not the most prolific amount of output from a band, but there are reasons for that, and we'll come back to that a little bit later. Their first album came out in 2006, and it was called Passover, and it's a bit of a minor Psych Rock classic, because it really showcased their sound. As I say, layers of instrumentation, lots of drones. I play a little bit of guitar. I'm a terrible guitarist, but even I can manage some of the Black Angels riffs because they make simple music sound amazing, and that's one of the best things about them. Passover, it includes a couple of Black Angels absolute classics. I think that a lot of Black Angels fans really love, like Black Grease, Manipulation, the first Vietnam War, told you, Vietnam War, Young Dead Men, yeah, more war, and it really brought that sort of 60s psych sound screaming into the current era, and that's one of the things about the Black Angels. They managed to make a classic sort of psychedelic sound really stand up to date. They're as equal past as they are future, and then colliding the two together in a big pile of past futurism type stuff that really sounds amazing. But no matter how many drones they use and how much layers of reverb and drug-fueled haziness that pile into that sound they have, they cannot stop those killer pop tunes breaking through. One of the Black Angels' most obvious influences are the classic Psych Rock band, the 13th Floor Elevators, and also in 2006, the Black Angels took off on tour with Rocky Erickson, who was the frontman for the 13th Floor Elevators back in the 60s, as his backing band. That really is wearing your influences on your sleeve, or more precisely, shoving them out front in front of you while you play as their backing band. In 2008, the Black Angels released their second album, Directions to See a Ghost. Great album title. It's their, as I say, it's the second album. This album really focuses on sound more than songs. For me, it's my least favourite. It's still a good album, and it's still got a couple of great songs per se, looking just for the pop hooks, Vikings and Doves. That's two songs, not a song called Vikings and Doves. A song called Vikings and a song called Doves. Really stand out for me. It's the least album, my least favourite album, but there are a lot of Black Angel fans that think it's their favourite album because they really like that psychedelic, hazed, droney kind of sound. They sound amazing. This is also the album that most sounds like the Velvet Underground, so let's go there for a moment. Back in the 60s, Velvet Underground, obviously hugely influential band, and they had a song called the Black Angel Death Song, and that is where the Black Angels get their name. It's almost inevitable, jumping forward in time a bit, that their most recent album, 2017's Death Song, was called Death Song, Black Angels Death Song. Yeah. We'll come on to that again in a second. And this album, for me, Directions to See a Ghost, really showcases that idea of that very Velvet Undergroundy sound. While the rest of them, while it's a very later comparison to talk about Velvet Underground in connection with the Black Angels, obviously the name thing makes that easy, I don't particularly think they sound a whole heap like the Velvet Underground per se. And if Directions to See a Ghost failed to contain the sort of pop hooks I like in my psych rock music, and particularly I think the Black Angels excel at that, 2010's Phosphine Dream, their third album, really had them in spades, and more than made up for it with songs like Bad Vibrations, Yellow Elevator No. 2, Sunday Afternoon, Entrance Song. It is layered with killer hooks, this album. It's also their most successful album to date. It actually got into the top 50 in the American Billboard Hot 200, because that's what they have in the States, the Hot 200. We have a 40 because we're just so much more small scale here in England. And it's one of my particular favourite albums of theirs. And if you listen to it, the sound is less hazy, and but the pop hooks are up to a maximum on the pop hook scale, if that thing exists. I think it should. In 2013, the Black Angels released their fourth album. By the way, I said earlier there were 4 albums, there's not as 5. What the hell do I know? They released their 2013, they released their fourth album, Indigo Meadow, and if you thought Phosphine Dream had a whole heap of pop hooks, Indigo Meadow ramped that up even more. This is them at their most commercial sounding, in my opinion. It contains the brilliant single Don't Play With Guns. I said drums. Don't Play With Guns. It has Broken Soldier, yet more and more. Holland and Evil Things. I love that song as well. It's got guitar, hooks, riffs galore. It's also very polished sounding, which puts some of the whole hardcore Black Angels fans off. Who are hardcore Black Angel fans? The Black Angels are clearly immersed in psychedelia and the whole psych rock scene. In 2008, they started their own Psych Rock festival in Austin, Texas, called the Austin Psych Fest. It's still running today. Those called Levitation, man. Featured lots and lots of brilliant bands over the years. Melanie's Echo Chamber, Tame Impala, the Juice Mary Chain, the 13th Floor Elevators, highly surprising there. And it's become a bit of an institution in the psych rock world because that's where they're at. And who listens to the Black Angels? They've sold a lot of records, their videos get lots of views on YouTube. They are a band that cross the boundaries. I think people who are into rock, psych, even the sort of poppier end of pop rock, whatever that is, they are really can nail it on. And they've got a habit as well of making videos where they're not in them. One of the videos they were definitely in was in the video for Currency, which predated 2017's rather excellent Death Song album. Death Song, the most recent and fifth Black Angels album, is a bit of a belter in my opinion. It does actually have a couple of power ballads I'm not a particular fan of, but it's loud. Like it's gone to kind of heavier and very much louder. It's crystal clear production and some massive riff playing. Currencies and I Would Kill for Her, and there's a whole Medicine, there's a whole heap of great songs on it. If you've not had it, check it out. I'm going to do some links below to some recommended listening, so do give them a go if you've not listened to Black Angels before, because you will be rewarded. As long as you're not into, you know, rubbish music, then you will love Black Angels. So, the Black Angels, busy people. They recorded 5 albums, 4 rather excellent EPs as well. Go check them out. They also tour a lot. They're constantly on the road. They run their own Psyche Rock festival, and they're in a number of sort of offshoot bands. There's the Viet Minh, which is Christian and Alex's side project, though they haven't actually done that much with that. Christian Bland and the Revelators is Christian Bland's side project, rather obviously. There's UFO Club, which is a guy from Nightbeats and Christian Bland. And recently there's been Mien, I believe you say it, M-I-E-N, which is Alex Maas and the guy from Elephant Stone. That's just come out very, very recently, and I will be doing a review of that very, very soon. So make sure you subscribe to this channel so you can see our review and all the other content. We've got stuff coming out, 2 or 3 videos a week we aim to do, all on alternative guitar-based music here at Strum and Twang. So make sure you subscribe to us from below. You can also follow us on Twitter. You can follow me on Twitter at WHUMike, and I'll keep you informed of what else is going on, and also about my football team, which is what I normally tweet about there, but never mind. So yeah, do check out the Black Angels. They are an essential band for you people. I absolutely love this band, and I think you will too, which is why I've made this video. If you've enjoyed it, please give it a thumbs up. Remember to subscribe, leave any comments below. Now, what do you think of the Black Angels? What do you think of me saying Direction to See a Ghost is their weakest album? Have I got a favourite album of theirs? Probably Phosphine Dream. But it's close, because I think any of the other 4 I really, really rate. But do let me know what you think and what your favourite one is in the comments below. And do come and see us again. Thanks for watching, people. Remember, check out the Black Angels. They're great.